All right, guys. So if you're selling comic books and you deal with comic books, buy, sell, trade, and all that stuff, please, whatever you do, don't do this. All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So this is what happened. I met this guy at a yard sale, and we got to talking, and he said that he's willing to trade Pokemon cards for comic books, and he's looking for prismatic, which everybody is, and he told me that he'll trade equal value of comic books for prismatic Pokemon cards. I said, all right, that's fine. So I had some. I met him the next week. So when I met him, he said equal value the week before. So I brought the prismatic. We looked up the value of them. They're averaging around like 112, and I told him I'll do 80, which is fair because, you know, I'm not trying to, get over on anybody. I'm sure for 3 prismatic ETBs, somebody would pay $240 for them. He said, well, no, I'm not doing that. When I say equal value, I'm talking about you paid $55 for them. So that's what I'm going to pay for them. Like trading value. Which after I done drove all the way down there, he tried to switch it on me and say some crap like that. Value is value. If it's worth, he said, well, the price could drop on it. And I said, well, comic books do the same thing. I could buy this comic book right here, and it can drop or it can get hot. That's just how it is. That's the chance you're taking when you buy collections, and when you collect stuff. That's just part of it. So he freaking wasted my time and tried to play all this stuff like, oh, I'm not trading it for that. So what would have happened is if I would have traded for $55, he would have got his value and then went and resold it for $110, $115 a piece and made even more money. So he was trying to get over on me, and I didn't really appreciate it. So if you're into buy, sell, trade, when you trade something for value, value is value. It doesn't matter if it's a new product or old product. Like, you can go right now to a shop and get a new comic book. If it's like 1 in 25 variant, it's going to be worth more. That's just, even though you paid whatever you paid for it, it's still going to be worth more, even though it's a new product. So that stuff about, oh, it's new product and, it's not going to hold value. Well, if the value of it at the time is whatever it is, then that's the value of it. Like, I mean, come on. I didn't really appreciate him doing that. But in a second, you'll see how I met him. I'll play that video real quick. And then I went to a comic show after that. And people are still doing this right here. You're going to have to stop doing this too. This is another major problem. What's up, bud?
How you doing, bud? Comic books?
Yeah, there's one's all sets, one's all. The guy just came up and bought the few dollar boxes I had.
Gotcha.
But I'm doing. Probably most of those have to be repriced anyway. We've been putting these for a while. But I make good deals on the books.
Cool.
I have like. Are you looking for any like slabs or anything pricier? Because I have a few keys, one, stuff like that.
Well, it depends how much you want for them.
That's always the question, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's awake. Look at that. Yeah, it's all gonna be cheaper than eBay and stuff, but I'm gonna put this stuff out there.
All right.
Sale prices.
I got you. Not bad at all.
Yeah, this one is it's kind of detaching. This was priced during the craze, so it's probably got to be cheaper. It's a little bit. It's not detached, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's close. Like I got some of the stuff.
All right, guys. So we just got to the comic convention right here, and a lot of good stuff going on. But then you start to look at the prices, and they're starting to get outrageous again. If you're pricing stuff, make sure you go to last sold or know the value of your stuff, because this right here was $2,800 Last sold on eBay is $1,300. Here's one for $1,500. So to be $2,800, and I mean that's a huge difference. And that guy, the whole time at this convention, nobody was ever at his spot because he was overpriced. You're just hurting yourself. And if you have a comic shop, you're doing the same thing. When you overprice your items, people just won't come. Word of mouth spreads fast, and they say, man, that guy's overpriced, and then they just won't show up. So if I had any advice, is, you know, kind of know the stuff, what you have, and if you priced it weeks and weeks ago or months or years ago, you might want to look into either putting a discount like 30% off, 50% off, or something. Because usually when you go to conventions, they have really good deals, and this ain't all the vendors. It's just some new vendors or some older vendors that they just think their stuff's worth a lot, or they have a lot of money tied in it, and that's just what they have to get in it. And when you have that much debt in a book, you shouldn't even bring it unless you're willing to trade. And even then, I mean, nobody's going to trade $2,800 worth of value to a book that's only worth $1,300. But you can find some really good stuff at conventions. You just kind of got to dig, and there is some good stuff. So, like I said, every vendor is different. But if you are that vendor that overprices your books, you're just hurting yourself. But anyways, let me know what you think about the whole situation as far as people wanting to trade value for value, and then trying to play the card of, oh, it's something new, so it's not really worth the value, or trying to say, oh, well, you paid this for it, so I'm only going to trade you what you paid for it, which is crap. I mean, nobody's asking them what they have. I didn't ask the guy what he had in the value of the books that he had, you know. Well, let me know what the whole situation is. Let me know if you think he wasted my time, or, you know, what would you have done differently that I didn't do. But anyways, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Peace.